I had to stop drinking 2.5 years ago. I had to. And what I've learned along the way is that it's not easy. Of course it's not easy. But maybe not for the reasons that you think. Now, I've never been physically dependent on alcohol. But what I found out along the way is that I was mentally dependent without even realising. So what I want to share with you that I have found out over the last 2 years is the biggest risk I see with casual drinking. And that's waking up one day and realising that you've given up everything for this one thing. In 2.5 years, I've had a lot of time to think. And I think I spent a lot of it trying to find the blame for where this all went wrong and why I was dependent on drinking. Let's go back to my childhood. So I grew up in a British culture, a very British culture, where you work Monday to Friday, and Friday you go to the pub. Everybody does it. That's why there's pubs everywhere on every corner of every street. Then come your teenage years, and you're asking your mate's brother to buy a bottle of cider for you so you can neck it over the park and throw up. After that you get a job, and what do you do with the money from that job? Every single week, you go to pubs, clubs, parties, piss that money up the wall. And it made me think, that's 2 decades of our lives dedicated and centred around drinking. 20 years. What the fuck are we going to do for the next 4 decades? Are we going to do the same thing again and again? Rinse and repeat, work Monday to Friday, piss it all up the wall, maybe elevate it a little, go on nice holidays where they're centred around drinking, go to festivals where they're centred around drinking, have nice drinks cabinets, all centred around drinking, dinner parties, friends over, drinking. It never ends. But why do we need it? That made me think, what happened 2.5 years ago? What was the key thing that enabled me to move away from that and to see life in a different way and really want to make something of my life? I think we need to go to the classroom for this. What? It's my garage. I haven't just brought you in here because it's my garage. I've brought you in here for a reason. We'll get to that in a sec. Do you know what's mad about drinking? It's the only drug where it's less socially acceptable not to do it. How fucking mad is that? So after 2.5 years of thinking and working out why is it that I managed to stick to this, I think I've narrowed it down. I think I've nailed it. And it's all down to accountability. And it's accountability in 2 parts. That's me being accountable for my actions and being responsible for why I've got to where I am. And the second part is having people that can hold me accountable for my decisions to make a better life. The reason I brought you here is because I'm in here every day. So I thought, what better place to literally stick a reminder, a continual reminder, that I'm on a path, I'm making the right decision, I'm making the right choices. So if you want my advice on how to stop drinking, from somebody that spent nearly 16, 17 years of their life drinking weekly, upping it to every single day for at least the last 10 years, it's this. Find your reason. Find the reason that you've got to stop drinking. That could be for health reasons. There could be something you want to achieve that you can't because you're hungover every weekend. It could be a relationship that may potentially be falling apart and you've got to save it. Or it could just be a fucking tiredness. Maybe you're just tired of having no money because of drinking, of being hungover because of drinking, of only having friends that are around you when they're drunk and you're just tired of the same old thing. Find your reason, write it down. On a journal, in your notes, in your phone, on the wall, it doesn't matter. Write it down, put it out there. And then tell everyone. Tell everyone that you're gonna stop drinking on this date. Tell your mates, tell your family, tell the people you work with, tell a stranger in the street. Put a comment down below with the date of your last drink, and then we can all hold each other accountable. Let everyone see it. be proud of it. Be proud that that date below is the last time you're going to drink. I think we've been in here long enough. Let's go back inside. I read a quote recently that said, to drink is to give up everything for one thing, but to give up drinking is to give up one thing to get everything back. And that really hit hard. It is so true. For me, the hardest part was telling people. The Ollie that they all knew was a drinker. So I went quiet and I shut myself off for 3 months. I'm not saying you should do that or you need to do that, but that's what I did. I shut myself off for 3 months. I didn't go out to pubs, parties, social events, any of that. And then I remember one day, maybe 3.5 months on, we had a wedding. And we went out to that wedding. And I drove there and I drank pop all night until 1 in the morning and drove back. And I woke up that next morning at 6 o'clock ready to go. And I hadn't experienced that for years. And let me tell you this now. The feeling of not being hungover is 1,000 times better than feeling drunk. And that never gets old. Look, you will face pressure. You will crave comfort when things get difficult. You will have times where you question your decision and you're on your own and you are really tested because nobody else will know if you have a drink then. But if you stick with it, you will get your weekends back. You will get your health back. You will start to get your money back. Well, not back, but you'll start to save money. And most importantly, you'll get time back. Time to live, time to be with the people that you love, time to build something better than what you currently have. So, leave the date below of your last drink and let's hold each other accountable. Let's back each other and let's be proud of each other and the decision we've made to start this new life. Let's fucking celebrate each other. We need it.
I know sometimes life can be tough, and you feel like you just had enough.